Hey guys, it's Mark with NASA Systems. Welcome back. Today we're actually going to be doing a plane build. We've already done Thunderbolt. I'm actually going to remake Thunderbolt in a different video, but that's something for you guys to stay tuned for. But today what I'm going to actually do is I think we're going to make, let's see here. You know what? Today I think we're gonna make Spyder. All right, guys. So we're gonna get right into the build of Spyder here. First, you're gonna need tape. You're gonna need a legal size sheet of paper. So either something like this, or you can get 8.5 by 14 size paper. I've already started this one, but I'm going to go over step by step on how to build it. So I'm going to take my time. That way you guys know exactly how to build this plane. So I for this one, I used the 8.5 by 14. As you can tell, makes it a little bit easier. I like the more clean look. So let's get right into it. As far as your first fold, you're going to take it, you're going to hold it long ways. So you're going to have the 14 inches going down and the 8.5 going across, and you're going to fold it from top to bottom. So this is still 8.5, but this is now 7. So basically you've already folded it from top to bottom. So you have your opening is going to be up here. Your opening is up here, and then I folded it from left to right. So I made it another rectangle like this. And then once you do that, you're going to open it up. So you have your center line. Your next fold is going to be your triangle fold. So you fold your triangle fold, try to get it as close to symmetrical as possible. Your fourth fold is going to be the second triangle fold. So you're going to go ahead and complete that as close to the front as you can get it. So let me focus on that and see how close that is up front, and you see how close that is in the back. As far as being symmetrical, let me go ahead and get that focus in there. There you go. So you see that? That's about as close as you can come without really getting it too off. Then one of your fifth fold, your fifth fold, you're going to fold it in on itself because you're making the body now. And this is where I like to try to make sure that everything in the back is lined up as closely as possible. So you're basically going to try to get all your folds to line up as closely as possible in the back. Let me focus on that and get it lined up as closely as possible. They're a little off, but you can kind of adjust it as you need to kind of get that center fold, because it's going to be pretty thick and solid up here. But it's all the strength is now in the wings and through the body, through the fuselage down here. So it's got a lot of strength in it, and so it's creating a lot of stress. As you can tell, I've already folded these anhedrals, and it's already created some stress on the body. So what you're going to want to do to create the anhedrals is you're not actually folding them at a 90-degree angle. You're actually folding it past the tail just a tiny bit, and you're going to do that on both sides. So the easiest way to get it to line up as closely as possible, and not see I've already messed it up a little bit, but I'm going to go back and correct that here in just a minute. But you want to get it to as closely even as possible. So let me go ahead and correct that. So as you can see now, after I've corrected it, it is pretty close. There's a lot more straight along there. So the last thing you're going to do is you're going to fold the wings, and you're going to start up. You're not going to fold them here. You're going to actually start up here a little bit and fold it at a slight downward angle towards the rear. Alright guys, so as you can tell, I've got a slight downward angle on that wing right there, so it gives it a little bit more wing. And what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to put a little bit of tape in the front, and then I'll show you how to kick out the anhedrils here in just a second. All right, guys, I went and got some scissors as well. You're not going to need them for this plane. Unless you totally mess it up, then the best thing you could do, instead of trying to refold it, is you could take it and just snip that thing right in half, because it's probably going to be about useless. It's not going to fly any other way, at least if you're trying to build what I'm building. It's probably going to be a bag of rocks, so you're not going to want to waste your time with it. So let me show you how much tape I use. I use about that much tape. So as you can see, just a little over an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches of tape, and then I just basically wrap it right around the nose of the plane. So I start it right up here like this. So I'll show you how I'm doing that in just a second. So I start it kind of like that at an angle. Then I basically wrap it around. Try to keep it as tight as possible, because you don't want to have to cut any excess drag off. And then I wrap it around, wrap it around, wrap it around, and squeeze it as tight as possible. Try to fold that, make sure there's no excess on the top or the bottom. Everything's flush with the plane, because the less you have hanging off, the better the flight will be, because you don't have any drag created by the top or the bottom of the tape. I just try to curl it up like that, because the plane likes the little curve on the wings like that. So as you can tell, they kick up just a tiny bit. And the anhedrils are not straight, they are kind of canted. They are not really at a 45-degree angle, more like maybe 35 degrees. Could be 45, depending on your type of paper, but you may have to play with them. They don't usually like 90 degrees, but on occasion you could probably get away with putting them at 90 degrees, but most of the time they don't like that. You want to make sure that the Delta Diamond tips are as straight as possible. If they are curved too much, it will stall out the plane or create drag, and you want them to try to be as straight as possible. A little upward curve isn't too bad, but basically the plane is going to want to pull up by doing this. So by slanting the anhedrils down and slanting the wings the reverse way, it's going to create a little funnel action, and it's actually going to help pull the plane up. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Drop a like on this video. If you want to see more of them, go ahead and post a comment to let me know what types of videos you guys really want to see as far as plane videos. If you want to see more flights, or if you want to see more of the custom builds that we have, just let me know in the comment section below. And always just remember to keep them flying.